Some dolls are just toys, but then there are dolls that seem to come alive when no one's looking. This is the horrifying story of a doll that moves at night, and the family that barely made it out alive. It all started when the Martins moved into an old Victorian house. It was everything they dreamed of, tall, majestic, but with just enough where to feel cozy. In the attic, they discovered an old, dusty doll buried in a forgotten chest. They decided to keep it as a decoration, placing it on the fireplace mantle. But what they didn't know was that this doll had a history, a dark history. The next night, Rachel started having nightmares. Each dream was the same. She was lying in bed, paralyzed, as the doll's glassy eyes watched her. In the dreams, the doll's mouth began to move, whispering her name, Rachel. When she woke up, she could swear that the doll had moved, now facing her bedroom door. The Martins' two children, Lily and Sam, were the first to actually witness the doll moving. One night, as they lay awake in their shared room, they heard tiny, dragging footsteps outside their door. Too terrified to move, they peeked over their covers and saw the doll's shadow cast against the hallway wall. The next morning, Sam told his parents, but they brushed it off as a nightmare. But the kids knew what they'd seen, and every night since, they'd lie in terror, waiting for the doll to appear again. After weeks of sleepless nights and mysterious sounds, Tom decided to set up security cameras, hoping to put the family's fears to rest. That night, they placed the doll in the center of the living room, directly in front of the camera. Then, they waited. The doll's head twisted slowly toward the camera. Its eyes blinked. Then, it slowly stood up. The next morning, Tom anxiously reviewed the footage. What he saw chilled him to the bone. Frame by frame, he watched as the doll's head turned, then moved, step by step, until it vanished from view. But there was something even more horrifying. In the final frames, he saw the doll standing at the foot of his bed, watching him sleep. That night, the family decided to leave. They packed their bags, ready to escape this nightmare. But as they prepared to go, they heard it. That same, soft giggle. Only this time, it was coming from inside their own room. The lights flickered, and for a brief moment, they swore they saw the doll's mouth move. "Don't leave me," it whispered. They thought they'd left it behind. But weeks later, after moving into a new home, they unpacked a box, and there it was, the doll, with its cracked porcelain face and sinister smile, waiting for them once again. Do you believe in haunted objects? If you're brave enough, let us know in the comments what you'd do if you found this doll in your home. And for more chilling stories like this one, don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button if you dare.